Like,
We're
how are you
going
gonna do it?
we're going to approach that in two ways. So we'll offer certification at different time spans. So, generally it takes you 4 years to get a degree, but you could imagine that it would be useful to have a 1-year certificate, a 2-year certificate, a 3-year certificate, a 4-year certificate. Like, there's no compelling reason why it has to be 4 years. We'll keep very detailed records of our students' academic progress, and they'll be able to offer them directly to employers. So we want to be able to assure employers that anybody who's gone through the certification process that's part and parcel of Peterson Academy has done the work and met the standards, and the standards will be high. Now, simultaneously, we're working on technical accreditation, right, so that we can pull this, so that we can have this operate as a standard university. Now, there's trade-offs on that because the accreditation processes themselves are captured by the same forces that have captured the universities. And we're not going to compromise the quality of the offerings by kowtowing to accreditation processes that are producing the same problem that we're trying to address.
Right.
Now, I'm in discussion with a number of different jurisdictions to move accreditation forward, and if that happens, it can also be applied retroactively. So if we can figure out how to do it with an administration or a jurisdiction that's willing to do it, and we don't have to compromise the quality, then we'll go the classic accreditation route. Otherwise, I'm just going to go directly to employers and say, look, we're going to be very, very careful about who we grant certification to. And you'll be able to rely on the certification from Peterson Academy as an indication of intellectual ability and also work ethic. And we'll document that by the record-keeping process that we use as part and parcel of the platform. So I think we can do it. We're going to do it one way or another.
How are you going to be able to assure that these students, because it's all remote, right?
Yeah.
How are you going to be able to assure that they're actually doing the work, that they're not utilizing AI? Like, are you going to have them write things?
I can't tell you how, but we are going to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, look, I've tested tens of thousands of people online. So I set up an online testing service that was used primarily by a company called the Founder Institute, and we tested 50,000 people, 60,000 people over 5 years in about 7 different languages, and we built and developed technology to capture people who are cheating. So they don't know how we're capturing them, and I'm not going to tell you, but we know how to do it. And and that's obviously a problem, but it isn't an insoluble problem, and I think we've already solved it. So, and then once we move towards more formal and stable accreditation, there are lots of companies have emerged as a consequence of the COVID lockdowns to make sure that remote compliance with testing requirements can be achieved. So there's lots of ways to solve that problem. So
It's very exciting.
it's really exciting, and it's there's all sorts of weird possibilities that emerge from this too.